Hi folks, this is Jay. We are at the Concordia Cemetery. It is a historic cemetery in the city of the Buffalo. It is on the East Side Garden Walk as well as a recipient of the Lunenfeld Beautification Grant by Gardens Buffalo Niagara. We are with Diane here and she will give us a tour of this historic cemetery. Hi Diane.
Hello and welcome to Concordia. We're so glad you're here and we're so grateful to have the grant that helped us.
The
And we'll see
Lunenfeld
that
Beautification
the
Grant
Lunenfeld,
from Gardens Buffalo Niagara.
yes, we are so grateful because we do everything we can here as volunteers. This is a volunteer-only cemetery. It was once abandoned in 2001 and the city could not take it over. The grass was 3 feet tall. It was horrendous. And we've come a long way. So
That's great.
what I'd like you to know about the roots of Concordia is that it was founded in 1859, just before the Civil War. And it was founded by 3 churches, and we're going to show you photos of those churches. They still exist, however the congregations have moved on. It was a time of great immigration to Buffalo. Buffalo was growing by leaps and bounds in the 1840s and 50s, especially immigrants from Germany. Many came here and established businesses and found work and really helped to build Buffalo. At one time, Buffalo had over 60 cemeteries, and now there are only 4 left that are in the city itself, and that is Forest Lawn, who we all know and love, and where many famous people are, and industrialists who we always say built Buffalo. But here at Concordia are the actual people that did the work, the stonemasons, the builders of those beautiful buildings that we love here in Buffalo. And it's such an architectural gem. And these are the people that built that, built the cars that made Buffalo famous.
And show us quickly about the farmhouse. People are always amazed.
Yes, because I will go long-winded. This was a farm. So the 3 churches realized they can no longer bury in their churchyards. And so they are looking in the country. So this here on Sycamore at Walden, which was then known as Genesee Plank Road, was a farm for sale. And this building was the farmhouse, the original farmhouse, built in circa 1845. The barn was attached. It was closer to the Plank Road, and at the time that, which was a 1-lane road, so at the time they widened the streets and we're building Buffalo, it was moved to this site.
So the building was moved here.
Yes,
That's
moved here
quite
by
important
horse and buggy.
information.
Yes, moved to this
By
site.
the buggies.
Yeah, oh yeah, there was nothing. Yeah, and here we have where this is our office. This was once a porch, and you'll see the picture of that original.
So I want to show the video
Let's
quickly
go to the front.
about
Because we want to show you what we have accomplished with the grant.
yes.
And so this beautiful foliage here in the front area, so that people passing by,
So at the
as well
entrance,
as our
it is
visitors.
very welcoming. You have the hydrangea microphylla
Yes.
and also the hydrangea
Yes,
paniculata,
which is-
pinky winky. Yeah.
which is our remembrance tree.
Remembrance tree. And you
it is-
also have a lilac on the other side of this historic building.
Yes.
It's a lilac.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yes.
And we are working, as you can see, we had an accident and the fence was torn down and the car went into the house. So we
Oh.
take all these steps forward, but then we have these problems that send us back a little
Yeah.
bit. But we
Yeah.
persevere as volunteers and continue. And the remembrance tree, we had an event, and it's in honor of the victims of the horrible shooting here in Buffalo in our neighborhood. And here, would you like to see the inside? Or
Yes,
you want to see
yeah.
more? Again, all these flowers and these pots, these beautiful large pots, were purchased with our grant money.
Oh,
So
okay.
that we can have these beautiful color for our events.
So let's take a quick look of the inside of the old
Yes.
building. Now,
As I said, this would have been this was a porch, and there's the window frames to the kitchen that would have been there. It's very hard to come in from the sunshine. And we have our boxes here from our book bags we are giving out.
Oh yes.
Thank God.
So
So this is all the original. Not much has been done. But if you can pan this picture, this is the Zielinski family who lived here as caretakers with the horse, of course.
yeah. So they used to live in this building as
Yes.
the caretaker of the
Yes,
cemetery.
this was used as the caretaker's home. And these are the three churches. So St. Peter's, Holy Trinity.
Yeah. So are these churches still standing? Or-
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And then these are immigration papers from some of the people, and all the photos here are people at rest here coming in from Germany. And of course, our historic records have all been digitized now.
So this is now like a little museum.
It's a museum, and we tell the stories. For instance, Weidrich's Battery. If no one watching this knows about Weidrich's Battery and Buffalo and Erie County history, please Google it and read. We have heroes that are at rest here from the Civil War, from all the wars. Excuse me. And we have a Medal of Honor recipient here from the Civil War and the Indian Wars, and John McHugh. And these are more pictures of the immigration story that we tell here.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, let's move forward to take
Yes.
a closer look at the actual
This
cemetery.
is, we'll come right out the barn. Watch your step here. So this is the 1840s barn. If you take a picture of the timber up there, you'll see how well made this is. This will last another 200 years at least. That's how things were made then. Judy, here she is. And here's another one of the gardens that we were able to develop. And you gave us such inspiration that we are going to go for the next garden.
Wonderful.
And you can walk down there to, Judy, you want to take over for the garden? Anything special?
We actually ended up over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just telling them a story, I think, about those gravestones. Why don't you go
Yes.
over here?
All right.
Yeah.
So when it was abandoned, we found many gravestones over here next to the garage in the back, and we pulled them out, wondering why they are there. And we have searched and searched our records, and they are not here. But what happened is, as I said, there were once 40 cemeteries within the city limits. And so we have people literally here who were born in 1700s. They were reinterred, disinterred from their first resting place because of the building of Buffalo, the expansion into a city. And so some are here and some we cannot locate. They could be at other cemeteries, but the stones were left. So we have made this into a remembrance garden where we often come with our chairs and sit and ponder, and it's a nice place to relax in the shade after mowing.
Yeah. So the meaning behind this historical cemetery
Is
the historic
Yes,
Concordia.
is the coming together of the three churches into one cemetery. So they were actually three separate cemeteries at one time, but now Concordia brought together as one.
So it is piece of the history for Buffalo as well as for the country, and
Yes.
it's also a reminder the country is built by immigrants.
It tells the story of both immigration and the Great Migration north. We have many people here who came from the South after the Jim Crow laws and built a life here, all searching for a better life for themselves and their families.
Yeah. So again, we're at the historic Concordia Cemetery. It is in the city of Buffalo. It's featured on East Side Garden Walk,
Yes.
also a recipient of the Lunenfeld Beautification Grant by Gardens Buffalo Niagara. Well, thank you for
And
sharing.
you can learn more just by going to concordiabuffalo.org.
And you can visit the cemetery at
Anytime. We're
yeah.
open during the day and anytime. And you can contact us via our information at concordiabuffalo.org. Thank you again.
Wonderful. Thank you, Diane.